55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
So with that, we say good evening, everyone. Welcome inside another edition of The Locker Room. As always, he's Elijah Collins. My name is Justin Prince. Thanks for making us a part of your Friday night. And Elijah, as of tonight, week 5 of the high school football season come and gone. We are now over halfway into the football season here in Indiana. And week 5 provided plenty of intriguing matchups.
Yeah, you certainly got that right, Justin. From the ACAC to the NE8 to the NECC, there is no shortage of good football of games tonight.
Yeah, and we can only begin in one place, though. Once again, the SAC takes center stage, and for good reason, too. After 4 weeks, just one unbeaten team remains. That's Carroll, but there's a logjam right behind them. Dwenger, Snyder, Homestead, all with one loss apiece. Those 4 teams all play each other tonight, so there could be some clarity, or we could be in for some fun in the SAC moving forward. That being said, your Locker Room Game of the Week features those unbeaten Chargers. They're ranked 7th in Class 6A, hosting the one-loss Saints, ranked 8th in Class 5A. Let's get you out to Charger Stadium. 3 of the last 5 meetings between these two have been decided by a touchdown or less. Chargers controlled last year's meeting. They won by 19, and they got up early in this one. Second quarter, already up 6, looking for more. Jimmy Sullivan rolls to his left, completes downfield to Jaden Hill for the big gain, sets up the first down. A little bit later in the drive, it's Sullivan using his legs this time, somehow going to escape the pocket here. I thought he was going to be sacked. Prove me wrong.
Stays on his feet.
Scrambles down inside the 10-yard line, and then just a few plays later, it's Sullivan again. Breaks the plane on the QB sneak. You're going to see the official say so, so that's
there you
how
go.
I know so. It's 13-0 Carroll, though. Saints would try to answer before the halftime. Teddy Steele, you're going to see him take the handoff, make a nice cut. Picks up the big gain down inside Carroll territory. A little bit later in the drive, after a Sam Campbell injury, Braxton Burmese in, looking for and finding Stellan Rustin on the left side, gets the Saints down inside the 10, but then with seconds to go in the half, Burmese looking to the end zone. He's going to be picked off here by Michael Dierkman. His second interception of the night keeps the Saints off the board before the break, and the Chargers go on to pitch a shutout. They win in commanding fashion by 31-0. They're now 5-0 on the season.
All right, over at Spooler Stadium, another big one in the SAC. Snyder taking on Homestead. Both teams looking to stay just a game back of Carroll. The Panthers came out swinging, already up 2 touchdowns at half. First play of the third quarter, handoff goes to Jason Pierre-Lewis, and look at him go.
I could have run through that hole.
He's moving, man. Snyder takes a 35-14 lead, but Homestead...
First play of the second half, man.
Yeah, takes it to the crib, man, but Homestead would march down the field and answer. Peyton Slavin connects to Camden Johnson on the short touchdown pass. Good there, cuts the deficit back down to 2 scores. Hey, but tonight was all about the Panthers. Ensuing drive, 4th down. Edrell Billingsley makes the diving grab.
Top play nominee? I think
what a
so.
snag there. We'll probably see it later, right? Later in the drive, another 4th down. The cop on, Beasy takes the handoff, barrels in for the score, stretches the lead back to 3 touchdowns, and Snyder rolls to a 49-21 dub. They're now alone in second in the SAC.
All right, third SAC matchup of the night comes down at Bishop Luers High School. Knights hosting Northside. Both teams come in 2-2 in this one. First quarter we go. Luers wasting no time. Third play of the game, Charlie Stansky. Toledo commit Nick Thompson. He somehow hangs onto that ball, and then they're going to capitalize off of that very next play. Zamarion Jackson bounces outside, rolls out the red carpet for 6. Luers takes a 7-0 lead, but the Legends, they would quickly respond. Working their way to the 1-yard line, Devon Doty, former Luers Knight himself, into the end zone. Ties the ball game up, Legends would get a lot more after that. Northside wins 42-16. They move to 3-2 on the year.
All right, last SAC matchup comes at Zollner Stadium. Concordia won their season opener, hasn't won a game since. See if they can do it tonight as they host Northrop. Second half, hey, check out the onside kick to start the second half. A great kick there. Cadets jump on it, deflects off the Bruins. They get it. Cadets trail 10-0, but Eli Maddox trying to turn things around for his team. Lets one off in the end zone, and you got to respect the concentration by Maddox right there. Never takes his
Maddox
eye
to Maddox.
off it.
I like it.
There you go. Catches it for the TD. Cadets make a 3-point game, and after a quick fourth and out by Northrop, they quickly get back to work there. Gets a nice little run. Eventually, they get it to the 1-yard line, and then they're going to capitalize. Maddox, again, who we just saw earlier, he's going to drive it in. Big time. Big time come from behind victory. They take the win 24-17.
All right, final stop in the SAC comes over at Weicker Stadium. Southside hosting Wayne Archer, still looking for that first win of the season. First quarter, Generals up 7, but check out the defense from Southside. They get in for the safety, makes it a 5-point game, and that would spark some offense for them. Lorenz Tabron dumps it off for Davian Gentry. He's upfield for a gain of 14, and then just a few plays later, Lorenz heaves it up again, this time to Omarion. That's one heck of a grab, young fella. Keeps his feet in, but Wayne comes back and wins this one in a big way, 55-30, your final.
All right, New Haven making the trip to undefeated Norwell early in the second half. Norwell up big, trying to kill the clock. Toss to Timothy Bonjour for a decent game, but the Knights would punt. The Norwell defense would block a punt to set up offense inside the 20. Didn't take long for the Knights to capitalize as Aiden Roost, who takes a handoff and walks in untouched for the score. A couple first half interceptions and bad snaps led to a slow start offensively for the Bulldogs. Here in the third, Donovan Williams, slippery than an eel covered in Vaseline.
Shout out
Good riding there.
For the riding.
I love it, but his dogs fell big, and this one 59-7.
Big win for Norwell. They stay unbeaten on the year. C-City looking to stay right there with them. Eagles visiting DeKalb tonight. Let's pick things up in the second quarter. Kelsey got there right as this play was ending. That was Ethan Sievers getting in for the score. 28-0. It makes it in favor of C-City. DeKalb looking to respond. Caden Hinkle with the run. Nice little play. Gets him down. Next play, Tegan Irk, QB keeper. He's got an arm. Shows off the legs here. That's another first down for the Barons. Next play again, Irk, high snap. Keeps it himself, swarmed by a whole flock of Eagles. They have some momentum going to the Barons. That is until Irk dropping back to pass. It's going to be bobbled here on the outside. Eagles recover the fumble. Ian Stahl there covers it up. C-City goes up 42-0 at half, and they roll 42-7 your final.
All right, heading east to Leo now. Lions hosting the Knights of East Noble. Third quarter here. Knights down 13-7, and Tyson Reinbold wants to get things started. Check out his return here.
Big boy running
going for a great field possession to start out. And just a little later after that run, Reinbold again fighting his way through traffic for some extra yards there and helps this way up to Xander Brazel. Here he is on the next play. I remember, there you go, with the keeper up the middle. He's going to take it in, lowers his shoulder, helps lead up to this. Here it is, next play, Brazel again. We hear his name all night, handing off to Michael Mosley, 28 in white. I think he'll be short, but nope, that's extra dive. Gets him in there. Good determination there. Extra point was good. Knights take a 14-13 lead. Leo comes back in the fourth, though, and takes it 28-21.
All right, last stop in the NE8. Let's check in on this one. Huntington North all over Belmont tonight, 47-0, your final in that one. All right, going to take a quick break, but hey, don't worry. Don't worry, we've got plenty more football to come. The ACAC, NECC, NLC, TRC, all up on the other side, including a big matchup between Adams Central and Heritage. Alex Moore coming up in the locker room.
This is the Locker Room.
Hey, welcome back inside the locker room, everyone. Elijah, we already said earlier in the show there were plenty of intriguing matchups tonight, and that includes in the ACAC.
You got that right, Justin. If we would have told me back during preseason that Adams Central and Heritage could have been the game of the week material, I'm not sure if I would have believed it, but here we are coming off a 28-27 win over then a 1A number 3 South Adams last week. Heritage is 3-1. For the first time since 2014.
Yeah, and tonight the Patriots had the chance to knock off another ACAC giant as they hosted 1A number 2 Adams Central out in Monroeville this evening. Jets blocked a punt early to score a touchdown. This game 7-0 in the first. Then Kobe Meyer tries to take it himself. He fumbles. Heritage does manage to get it back, but that leads to a punt, and then Adams Central capitalizes. Ryan Black to Trevor Curry for a score. Miss the extra point. They go up 13-0, and then how about another? This time it's Black in for another. It's 19-0, and then they go for 2. That's Keegan Bloom in to convert. Adams Central goes up 21-0. They wouldn't let off the gas tonight. AC wins this one in commanding fashion, 42-7, the final.
All right, the Starfires hosting the Golden Bears. First quarter we go. Owen Wayner. Here he is. Warner, Owen
We're
Warner.
Gonna get you right.
My bad, Warner. Finds Nathan Musselman wide open for a huge gain as he gets inside the red zone there. Good
Way to
snag,
keep those
good
feet
catch.
in bounds.
Keeping it in play. A few plays later there. After that, Hunter Conjar punches it in for the opening score there. But the Starfires, unfortunately, they're going to miss the 2-point conversion after that. And after a blocked punt, South Adams goes right back to work. Here he is, Musselman in the back of the end zone, drops it right in the bucket. Oh, man. Doesn't get better than that.
Keeps
Matt
the
Steiner,
beat down.
with
Shout
the
out.
concentration, taps the toes for the touchdown. Starfires went up 13-0. They would cruise to a 35-19 victory.
Shout out to Coach Mosier and company. Love the All Yellows. Jay County, more ACAC action. Traveling to visit Bluffton. Tied at 7 before half. Bluffton executing a 2-minute drill. Axton Bestie keeps it himself for the game. Moves the chains. Next play, Aaron Streveler keeps the ball off the ground. Nice little slide and grab there. Another first down for the Tigers. Wow, excuse me. 30 seconds left in the half. Bestie going to find Streveler over the middle for the score. Shout out to Coach Kunkel and company. A little bit later, Jay County trying to make something happen before the half ends. Ben Ramsire going to be picked off, though, by Sean Bailey on 4th down. Tigers take a 13-7 lead to break, and Coach Kunks, shout out.
Big
they
win.
roar their way to a 34-7 dub.
All right, and we go out to Woodland for their matchup against the Raiders off Southern Wells, and this one got out of hand early. Woodland up 39-0 in the second quarter when Southern Wells fumbles the football and the Warriors would recover it. That would lead to running back Drew Fleek taking it to the house just a couple plays later. Woodland goes up extra point was good. Woodland goes up 46-0. Ugh, rough one. And then Fleek is at it again. Here he takes it for another big gain. This kid was cooking all tonight. The Southern Wells trying to make something happen here. Here is Jensen Nussbaumer hits the running back Levi Woodward for a nice gain there, but that ultimately would not be enough tonight. Woodland wins big in this one, 46-6, your final.
All right, let's make our way over to the NECC now. And when the coal is rolling, you know we can only be in one place. That's right, it's Turtletown. Busco hosting Prairie Heights. Eagles started flying early in this one. First quarter, Panthers on to punt. Riley Burroff back, fields it on a couple of hops, makes a couple of guys miss, and there he goes. Good luck catching Riley. He's got reservations for 6. and it's a 7-0 Busco lead right off the bat. Eagles will force another punt on their next drive. They come right back. Wyatt Marsh gets the handoff. That's a hole your boy could even run through himself. He's going to get tackled down inside Prairie Heights territory, and then later in the drive, Burhoff calling his own number this time. He's in for the score behind his big offensive lineman. Busco takes a 13-0 lead less than 5 minutes in. They cruise to the 42-0 dub.
All right, over to Garrett we go, who doesn't love an... Oh, look at all the T-shirts. Nice T-shirts.
Train game, one of my favorites of the year.
Eastside Blazers paying the Railroaders a visit. Garrett starts with the ball. Caden Coburn over to Luke Holcomb for a couple. Tackled by a couple of Blazers. Garrett wouldn't reach the end zone on that drive. Eastside now. Carson Jacobs keeps it himself. Goes right. Nice extra effort there. Blazers keep going. A little later, handoff to Dax Holman. Takes it up the gut for a solid gain there, but that's not the last we'll see of the senior running back. A couple plays later, Holman takes it again. He's gone. A little traffic jam, changes lanes, and hits the gas. No one can catch him, and just check out the celly with the team. How fun. Blazers roll in this one. 35-12, your final.
You like my expert analysis there? Dax Holman, good football player. Congrats. Let's check in on a big division battle now in LaGrange. Lakeland hosting Angola. First possession of the game for the Hornets. Tyler Call calls his own number, and he's got a house call. How many times can I say call? Scampers in from 26 yards out. Angola takes a 7-0 lead. A little bit later in the quarter, Hornets. Wow, I cannot talk tonight. Driving once again. Handoff to Andre Tagliaferri. At least I can say his name right.
You get that one
go.
right.
It's a race to the end zone. He won't be caught. 40-yard TD run from Tagliaferri makes it 14-0 Hornets. They roll to a 2-0 start in NECC play. 40-21 the final. Elsewhere in NECC country, West Noble, big bounce back dub for that night. They hand Fairfield their first loss, 33-7. Central Noble all over Fremont in the small division, 42-0 there.
And some more scores around the area. Northwood picking up the big 42-21 dub over Warsaw.
That one's a little surprising to me, if you ask me tonight. And then elsewhere in NLC, Wawasee falls once again, this time 16-0 to Concord.
All right, in the TRC we go. Bell game down in the Death Valley tonight. TP Valley hosting Rochester, and the Vikings get tricky right off the bat. Wade Jones pulls up off the pitch and finds Nathan Parker behind Rochester defense.
Yeah, go ring that bell, young fella.
There we go. And it's 6-0 Vikes. Second quarter, 6-3 game now. Cody Eastgate back to pass. He's going to hook up with Landon Dirks down the right sideline for the score. Makes it a 13-0 TP Valley. Vikings roll tonight, 26-17 the final.
All right, elsewhere in TRC territory tonight, Northfield all over Manchester, 48-27. Southwood takes care of Wabash, 52-14. And it's time for our play of the night. So we saw a couple TPNs tonight.
We're going to
take our way back to Busco, Turtletown. I love the rolling coal up there, man. And Riley Burhoff was all for it, apparently, too. This was Busco's technically first play of the game, if you want to call it that. Yeah. The punt after
he was not touched.
Out, not touched at all. You're going to see it a couple more times. Fields is off the hop. You don't usually like to do that, but check out the wall, the run. Burhoff, touchdown. Eagles cruise, 42-0. Congrats to Riley. Congrats to Coach Sig. Congrats to the boys in Turtletown.